Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be talking about the season store yet again. And the reason for this is because I still think it's really important that you are saving your tokens or using them on the soul stones of the heroes which are currently available in the store. And the reason for this is we're going to be expecting the other three heroes from the Song of Strife season, which are Mikola, Lily May, and Lenya. And if I had to make a guess, we don't know exactly when they're going to be added into the shop. I have a feeling they're going to be added by the end of this month, so that hopefully we can get a few rotations of them in the shop. I'm not sure if all three will be added together, but I have a feeling it could be the case because they've been adding them at two at a time. However, there are only three heroes left. So I feel like they might just all be added in one chunk. So the important thing from the season store, I know people could be tempted now, especially that we have enough season tokens to look at maybe even Abyssal Essence, but in my opinion, I think it is a major trap to buy the Abyssal Essence unless you have all the heroes of the Song of Strife season at Paragon 4. Because the thing is, when we do a calculation, for example, for the S levels, you could get 5 S level soul stones for the same price as 1 Abyssal Essence. 5 is just one copy short of how much you would need to send that hero to Paragon. So for example, even if you had Elsa, Ludovic, Mikola, Lily May all at Supreme Plus, I still think it's still more value for you to get the Soul Stones. It will give them a Paragon, almost complete Paragon upgrade with the same price as an Abyssal Essence. And it will also, that Paragon upgrade is going to give you rivalry stats along with an over around 2.5 or 2.6% stat boost to their basic stats, which is the same amount as Abyssal Essence is going to be giving in total. And the other thing is, over time, you're going to get Twilight Essences. The Abyssal Essence does come out from different game modes. For example, the Ravage Realm from last season was one mode where we had it. I would definitely imagine it will be coming out in other game modes that we can just earn for free. And so that is how I would obtain that. Along with the Twilight Essences, over time, you're going to get all heroes at plus 25. But Paragon, this is difficult. This is like a once in a, once in a season opportunity to be picking up soul stones of heroes from this shop, which are not purchasable, like for example anywhere else. The other thing is that if you don't have all of these heroes at Supreme Plus, like Almas for example, getting to Supreme Plus is going to help your AFK stages, and even in your Iron Control nuke team for PvP, he is a top option. And so if you don't have Almas at Supreme Plus yet, that is a big priority for your account. If you don't have Ludovic or Elsa at Supreme Plus yet, huge priority for your account. And like even when the heroes are all at Supreme Plus, I still think there's more value buying the Soul Stones for Paragon upgrades. But if you definitely don't have these heroes at Supreme Plus yet, then there's no question you need to be using the tokens on the Soul Stones to upgrade these heroes to Supreme Plus. It's just so much value by doing that. So Almas for that. Soren is a hero maybe you could pass on. He's kind of only a PvP hero and he's not like a top tier, so you don't need to worry about him, but it is an option. Lenya is going to be a really important hero. If you didn't get it to Supreme Plus, I would say definitely get it to Supreme Plus at least. I could imagine in the future different bosses, different game modes that come out which will use Lenya because she does hit really hard. And before getting to endless bosses, Lenya was actually a pretty meta hero in certain bosses. Not like top tier, but definitely usable. And then the other ones, Lily May, Mikola, these are some of the top 2 heroes in the game right now. Lily May for Dream Realm and PvP, Mikola for Dream Realm is the best support in the game along with Smokey. And so these are 2 heroes you need to get to Supreme Plus. And so what my plan is going to be is I'm going to be buying Lily May copies for Paragon of her, because like I mentioned in my Paragon tier list that we uploaded yesterday, Lily May in my opinion is the most important hero to take to Paragon, because the stats you gain are going to help you for PvE content a little bit, but mainly the rivalry stats she gains for PvP are going to take her to another level with the damage boost, the damage reduction, energy modification effects, and already Lily May is a top tier PvP hero. And for the other ones, what I'm planning is I'm probably going to get enough of Lenya to take her up to Supreme Plus because I'm working on her gradually from the wish list, but there are a lot of A-level heroes you want to put on your wildest wish list, and so if I could finish off Lenya from this shop, or maybe even begin working on Paragon upgrades of Lenya, that would be good too. And if you want to know how many copies of an A-level you can get, so you can get 8 copies of an A-level hero for the same price as 1 copy of an S-level soulstone. It's the same rate as like on a rate up banner, and in total you're going to need 8 times 8, which is 64 copies to take an A-level hero to Supreme Plus. just like you would need 8 copies of a S level soulstone to take a S level hero to Supreme Plus. So it's going to be exactly basically the same sort of pricing to get a hero to Supreme Plus for A level as well. So definitely my priority is Lily May to Paragon. I'm going to buy as many copies of her from the shop as I can, and then probably also Lenya. Maybe I'll even begin taking Lenya to Paragon because she is a pretty meta PvP hero, at least for this season. Other options would be Mikola to Paragon, because I think Mikola is a top tier hero to take to Paragon. She's pretty good in PvP, and if you can get her the damage reduction from the rivalry stats, that can help her out. And also the Paragon just Ascension stats are going to help Mikola's damage for Dream Realm. But basically, the Ascension stats of a Paragon tier is only around 2.5 to 2.6%. It's not a big deal. So like, it's not like a priority for your PvE heroes. But if a hero is good in both PvP and PvE, that's when they can get a little bit more value, like Lily May. So this is just another, like, sort of the public service announcement. In my opinion, you will regret it if you don't use all of your tokens on Soul Stones, unless all of your heroes are Paragon 4, which is not really applying to anyone. Maybe there's like 2 or 3 people watching this video who have all heroes from Song of Strife at Paragon 4. Otherwise, get these heroes first, because the thing is, Paragon upgrades, you're probably never going to get these heroes up to the maximum Paragon tier. So you don't have to worry about like this being a waste, getting them a Paragon upgrade, because you'll get it eventually in the future. I think for most heroes, like even for me, I'm probably going to be ending them off at Paragon 2. Unless they're like a top tier meta hero who's going to be on your wish list forever. And so these Paragon Ascensions are going to make a difference, and they're going to be like 1 tier up potentially of what you would have before. And the Abyssal Essence, over time, you're going to get Twilight Essences, you're going to get this for free, and I just do not think the price is worth it. Like, if it was 9,600 season tokens, or for example, I would maybe consider it, but it being 5 times the cost, and it being something which eventually over time you're going to get from game modes as well as Twilight Essences for upgrades, I just do not think in any way it's worth it, unless all of your Song of Strife heroes are Paragon 4. And even then, I would be a little bit thinking about Lily May copies still, because I feel like Paragon 5 is going to be on the horizon. The only reason I say that is because in the rivalry stats, there's a section for crit damage boost and crit damage reduction. And up until Paragon 4, not a single hero has that stat, like from the Paragon Ascension. And so I feel like they're probably inevitably going to add Paragon 5. And also, they're also like the huge whales have, they have Paragon 4 heroes on a lot. So I have a feeling Paragon 5 will eventually be coming, but I'm not saying like for regular people to be thinking about Paragon 5. I'm just saying like it's just a consideration. If I had all Paragon 4 heroes, it's something I would still be thinking. Okay, the other thing is, like, I mean, the Dream Realm currency arena coins, these are debatable. For example, if you're early game and you're missing out on a lot of A-level heroes or key upgrades for like Mythic Plus Merrily, Mythic Plus Odie, I could definitely imagine you getting that just to get that key upgrade of your hero. But once you get like those key upgrades, Odie, Merrily, Coin to Mythic Plus, I would not buy any more Dream Realm currency, because these Soul Stones, these are not coming back. Most likely these heroes from Song of Strife season are not going to be added into the arena store. The only way to be getting them is from the wish list. Maybe the A levels will be added to Dream Store. I have no idea, but these are heroes you cannot pass on them, because Ludovic is a meta hero in the top performing King Croaker and this Dream Realm boss. Right now, he's a best in slot hero. Elsa is in the meta best performing Orison boss for Endless, and so both of these you need to want to get them eventually to Supreme Plus to maximize your scores in these bosses. And then the other two, Mikola and Lily May, Mikola's using all 8 of the different bosses, top teams, and Lily May's using 5 of the 8 in Endless, and before Endless she was using even more than that. And Lenya's not using any, so like, but Lenya is a pretty good PvP hero, and I think she will have uses and bosses in the future. So if you don't have Lenya, Ludovic, Elsa, Elmis, Lily May, Mikola all at Supreme Plus yet, those are the priority. Get them to Supreme Plus with your tokens. If you have them all at Supreme Plus, I still think go for Paragon Ascensions, and that's what I'm going to go for with my tokens. I've been saving all of them, other than like I've only used 30 or 20 tokens in total, getting a bit of arena coins I needed for like 1 extra purchase from the arena store. But otherwise I've saved all of the tokens. Okay, so this is just, again, the public service announcement. This is my opinion. I think you will be pleased if you do this and you are patient with your resources. Don't get baited by the Abyssal Essence. I do not think this is a good purchase at all. I think, like I mentioned, it's only if you have a full Paragon 4 account that I would even consider getting that. Otherwise, the soul stones are way more value in my opinion. So anyway guys, hopefully this video was helpful. Just basically, it's like a reminder, be patient, hold your tokens. When Lily May, Mikola, and Lenya come out to the shop, which I'm hoping will be at the end of this month, like before the month refresh, then I think you're going to be really happy, and I'm hoping that they will be added before then, and then we're going to be able to have at least 3 different rotations and getting up to 6 potential copies of Lily May and Mikola. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and until you can share your thoughts about this season store in your comment section. Everyone has their own opinions, and everyone has and every opinion has value, but in my opinion, this is what I would recommend, and it's based on it's kind of based on the cost of everything, as well as the performance upgrades you will get if you follow this advice. So thanks for watching guys. That's gonna be it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.